Hi, global citizens, very good morning. This is Commander Sudhir Kumar from India. Today, what I am going to talk about is the question has been raised to me by the audience and by some people, those who have come, journalists and people from media, that what China is encountering today. What sort of a problem China is facing. Here I would like to say that my views, although I have written articles about it, I have written my post even on social media, I feel that China is facing an unprecedented crisis, which is China itself has made this problem. What is the thing that China has struggled very hard in last 2 3 decades, and where China has reached. It's an amazing story. But today, whatever China has achieved in terms of economy, building up the military power, but finally, the thought of leadership has revolved around that how to do the expansion, how to control the world order. And in this, China has failed to realize that, once you become a big country, a economic power, a military power, you have to be judicious that how you deal with the global audience, that is with different countries. But here what we could see that China's behavior even in UN has not been of a responsible nation. You will find that China has supported some dreaded terrorist of Pakistan that they should not be declared as an international terrorist. Those are hiding inside Pakistan. And they are the one who has many times done terrorist attack inside India. They are the one who are involved in proxy war against India. This is the one issue, but especially this pandemic spread, corona virus spread, COVID-19, I felt initially that it's not the brainchild of China. But I have held China accountable only for this, because if China was knowing well in advance, sometime in September and October, why China did not inform WHO, why China did not inform the world fraternity, all the global leaders in the all countries in time, so that this loss of life near about 5 lakh people, near about 50 million people have died, and it is still spreading and causing such a huge economic loss to all the countries. So there I feel that China was at mistake. So now this trust deficit against China is created, and it is on creation of China. Today you take European Union, you take African countries, you take Australia, you take Asian countries, India, Bhutan, Philippines, Vietnam, Japan, US. Everyone is against China, because it has not shown in behavior of a responsible nation. It has not shown a conduct of a military power, of an economic power. Rather than it has shown an habit of expansionism. It wants to expand its business. It wants to take over the businesses in different countries, and that's where in my mind I'm feeling that this pandemic is spread somewhere. China is responsible. And when China is feeling inside that China leadership is feeling that this kind of interest deficit has been created, then it is indulging itself into an activity so that the attention from this pandemic spread could be taken. So what it did that it did enter at the LAC and create problem for India from last 1.5 months. It has claimed some part or some sanctuary, wildlife sanctuary in Bhutan. It is claiming that we are going to take over Vietnam. It is doing military exercise in South China Sea, and now you see that as a result, US has sent its biggest fleet and 2 aircraft carrier, the largest aircraft carrier in South China Sea, and you see that China is feeling the heat, that the trust deficit which has been created. I am sure the repercussion is that the Chinese leadership is failing to address its local people. These local people of China, near about 1.4 billion strong people of China, are feeling that they are not playing a role the way a free life and the conduct is there by the citizens in other democracies. They are being told by the government and some powerful leaders, you do this and that, and China wants to achieve these heinous designs through their innocent people. That's why you will feel that many Chinese are sending their wards to study in Australia, Canada, US, UK and many other countries, and that's the reason they want to leave China. And you will find in some state China is having the concentration camp against Muslims. So this is the local constituency. I am sure it's my feeling, it's purely my views, that I am sure of it, that China will have an agitation by their own people, and it is just a matter of time. And my calculation runs that by the end of 2022, I think China will not be a communist country, but it will become a democratic setup. It will break into, because Chinese people now are feeling that they are devoid of that life which is available elsewhere globally in the democratic countries. So that's where I see that China becoming an economic power, China building up its military capabilities, finally its leadership has failed to address the local constituency, the concern of people, and having that human values. On the other hand, you look at India. India is having a global perspective. It never goes in any aggression against any country or hostile takeover the companies. But on the other hand, on the border, the China, in spite of being a superpower, in spite of being an economic power, in spite of being a military power, indulge into this expansionist activities, which is very clear. And that's where the trust deficit which is being created by China is its own creation. And today entire world is thinking that how to contain China, how to tame China, and how to withdraw the manufacturing companies out of China. And as a result, these companies will find the way in India or Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia. These are the countries that they will have, and shortly you will find the way the Indian Prime Minister has got the huge plans towards self-reliant India. I am sure that many manufacturing companies will find the way, and India is going to turn into the manufacturing hub. So finally, I would like to conclude that all my global citizens think over it, that I am sure that China will have a change of leadership. Chinese people are going to very aggressively oppose the government moves. Even during when China did this incursion at LAC against India, the Chinese people were talking at their social media that how the hell the China is doing this. Indian people are so loving. India is a peace-loving country. In spite of it, that such a large tract of land of India, China is having. What is the use that China is still, pressing India? But finally, India has given a reply. So the US has given reply to by sending its fleet, and I think it's a high time the Chinese leadership has to take the cognizance of this trust deficit which they themselves have created globally. And I am sure days are not far that two-third countries of UN General Assembly will take China out, and they are going to bring India as a permanent member of UN Security Council. So with these two declarations that China is coming out from UN Security Council and China is losing the communist country status to democracy is inevitable by 2022, and these are purely my views. Global citizens, goodbye till next time, when again Commander Sudhir Kumar will speak on another topic. Thank you very much.